So I didn't get one okay, but then I'm running my best friend.
That was in 2013. That was about 12 years ago. I just bring some of these videos to show you that most of the people who are, speaking against Peter Obi today, they all know that Peter Obi is the best that we have for now. But for whatever reason, best known to them, when this man declared to run for president, you see all of them changing their positions, changing their mouths, from here to there. So that was in 2013. That was about 12 years ago. And Peter Obi has not changed. He said he is a humble man. He said if you're fighting him, he will only smile. Then at the end of the day, he will win you. He said that Anambra became an oil producing state under Peter Obi, and you could see the crowd cheering Peter Obi. You could see them shouting, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, meaning that this man was loved by all as at that time. Of course, when I mean all, I don't mean that every human being loves him. Nobody is like that. Okay, so there's no single human being on earth that everybody loves. But I mean, you could see that majority of the people, they loved him that time. So, and you could see how the priest spoke so glowingly about him, spoke very highly of him. So, and that is one thing about Mr. Peter Obi. Most of the people who are now going against him, they were all full of praises for him. Even the current FCT minister, I see videos upon videos of when this man was, praising Peter Obi with praises about Peter Obi, when he was the education minister under Jonathan. So everybody knows that Mr. Peter Obi did well in Anambra State. It is not something that is hidden. It is not something that everybody does not know. We all know it. So for whatever reason, why some of the people who were even praising him go against him, some say it is political, but they know they will be the ones to explain. But my point is, nothing that was said about Peter Obi here has changed. This man is the same. This man is the best that we have for now. And it will do us good as Nigerians to come together to support this man, to ensure that this man becomes our president in 2027. Like some people think that supporting Peter Obi or coming together to work for Peter Obi or to push Peter Obi to become president, that they are doing Peter Obi a favor. I see some people who say Peter Obi can never be president. Peter Obi can never be president. Peter Obi's presidency has nothing to add to his status or to his bank account. Peter Obi is already a billionaire. Peter Obi can afford to go to any part of the world and live and be happy for life. So when people talk like that, they think they are doing Mr. Peter Obi a favor. No, it's not doing Peter Obi a favor. Because why do we support Peter Obi? Why do we push for Mr. Peter Obi? We do that because we want a person that will come and set the economy of this country in a proper direction. At least a man that we are sure will not embezzle our money to start with. At least we are sure that embezzling of our money will not, be going on under Peter Obi. He has repeatedly said that if you are not involved, your family is not involved, your close friends are not involved, then you have caught corruption by 50. And this man did it in Anambra State. He was able to cut corruption drastically in the state, and the records are there. That is number one. The number two, this man, we are sure, will cut the cost of governance. It will cut down all these meaningless expenses that we are seeing that our government is embarking on. He did it in Anambra State. If for anything, Peter Obi is known to be a person that cut down the cost of governance drastically as a governor. It is a known fact that as a governor, he was flying economy. He was flying economy. He was traveling alone. He was carrying his bag alone as a sitting governor. He has mentioned it many times that the money that he saved by cutting down cost of governance was what he used to pay arrears of pensions and arrears of gratuities and all the arrears that the government of Anambra State by then was owing their workers. So not only will he not embezzle our money, he will also ensure that he cuts down cost of governance. Is it about the issue of security? Let's talk about security. Peter Obi reduced criminality in Anambra State to its barest minimum. Before Peter Obi became the governor of Anambra State, it is a known fact there was serious insecurity in Anambra State. Opiwe Onitsha was a no-go area. Ogbaru, it was terrible. Anambra was filled with criminality. But when this man came, he fought them to a standstill, and Anambra became very safe, such that the then IGP of police even acknowledged, he said it is in the media, that Anambra was the safest state in Nigeria for 5 good years. 5 good years, Anambra was the safest state in Nigeria. So even on the issue of security, Peter Obi did well. Peter Obi will still do well. You have commissioners of police that served under him who come out to say this man, was on top of his job. We have this retired general Enenche who has repeatedly said, giving his own account of how this man was able to work with him to fight insecurity in Anambra State, to bring law and order in Anambra State. So, the reason why we must support Peter Obi is enormous. Is it about the issue of bringing civility to governance? Anambra was chaotic before Peter Obi came in. It was Peter Obi that first had his 8 years in Anambra State since the creation of Anambra State. No governor had, had 8 years in office. They were all removed. And Peter Obi ended godfatherism in Anambra State. And that is the type of person that Peter Obi is. And that is why we support him. And I can go on and on and on and on about how this man governed Anambra State and what this man will bring to Nigeria and restore dignity, restore respect. Nigeria is being mocked now all over the world. Nigeria is now ranked as one of the worst places in the world. I mean, we have not always had it like this. Nigeria was respected before, and Nigeria was not taken for granted at global stage before. And these are all because of poor leadership. And Peter Obi will restore all these things. And that is why we call on Nigerians that this man is the best that we have for now. Let us support him. Let us vote for him. And let us see to it that Peter Obi becomes our president come 2027 so that we can move from consumption to production. Thank you, and God bless you.